is a construction site. 2 months ago when they started constructing the foundation, we didn't have any of this gear on and it was about 70 degrees outside. It's common in Iowa for temperatures to range between 50 and 60 degrees in the winter, spring. So it's really important that when you're constructing to know kind of what happens with the strength and with the material that you're working with, whether it's steel or soil.
We did ask ourselves these questions, and the question which bothered me a lot was that last month I was able to stand here with a t-shirt, but now even after wearing 3 jackets I am unable to stand here. The person is not wearing any jackets, so it must have undergone some changes. This bothered us and we came up with an experiment to know what happens to soil when it's batched at different temperature and set to cure at other temperatures. Let's see what we have found out.
We began our experiment by performing Atterberg limits and Proctor tests. This helped us to determine the properties of the glacial till, which in return determined the amount of lime and cement to use. Here we're weighing out the amount of lime for the samples. After adding lime and water to the soil sample, we thoroughly mixed for approximately 5 minutes before compacting the soil. To make each lime and cement sample, we use the ISU 2x2 compactor, which makes 2-inch high and 2-inch diameter samples. By ASCM standards, each sample was compacted with 3 blows on each side. In total, we made 54 samples, 27 lime and 27 cement samples. After compacting each sample, it was necessary to extrude the sample using this device. It's tricky because you have to make sure not to break the sample. After extruding the sample, we use the caliper to measure the height of the sample, keeping it within 2 inches plus or minus 0.05 inches, which keeps it within the standards. To keep the samples at optimum moisture content, we wrapped each sample in saran wrap, taped the saran wrap, then finished the sample by wrapping it in aluminum foil and taping the aluminum foil. To cure the samples for 7 days, we used the oven at 105 degrees Fahrenheit, room temperature at about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the freezer, which was set at about 5 degrees Fahrenheit. After each sample cured for 7 days, we tested its ultimate strength using this compression testing device. We tested each sample to failure. This is an example of a sample tested to failure.
This shows the cement sample results. In the upper plot, we can see that the highest strength we obtained was when the sample was compacted at room temperature and cured at 105 Fahrenheit. The lowest strength was obtained when the soil was compacted at room temperature and cured at the freezing temperature. The lower plot shows you the general trend that when curing temperature increases, the strength of the soil sample also increases.
Here are the lime sample results. They are much lower than that of cement. The upper plot shows that the highest strength was observed for the sample which was batched at 105 degrees Fahrenheit and cured at 105 degrees Fahrenheit. The lowest strength was observed for the sample which was batched at 105 degrees Fahrenheit and cured at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The lower plot explains as an interesting point. The strength values are very high and close. Either you increase the curing temperature or decrease the curing temperature with respect to normal room temperature.
So in this video we have finally shown you that it does make a difference in the behavior of the soil, that is the strength of the soil, at what temperature the soil is compacted and at what temperature the soil is cured.
As geotechnical engineers, we can take the advantage of these temperature effects while designing the foundations of bridges, roads, buildings that we use every day.
These effects can be costly when overlooked and really do matter to the quality and integrity of the building beyond the construction life.
Thank you for watching!
ahead.
It started.
This could be the blooper reel. Here.
Although these effects overlap between last thing and really hold on. These effects
It was a little premature. Try it again.